Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Crumstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Rebels will kick it away and start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a great throw here, and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Now the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Pressure is coming. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, Kirk. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches, because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. It's a draw play. Making people miss. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete, where they had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Contact as he threw it. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll run it from the gun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Near the sticks, it's Proctor. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And looking to throw now on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Must convert here on third down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He could go. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Irish. The defense produces 6 points. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Bringing it out. It's Proctor. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run that hurry out.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
One down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets made on the out route. He's found some room at the 45. He's in the clear. Past the 10, and it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
This time it's complete. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. It's positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Terrell. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick grab. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Punt team ready to boot it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field. Oh, it's a fake, trying to run for it. They don't get the 1st down. The return team all over it. They stop him short. That fooled absolutely no one. They were all over that. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He hands it off from the gun, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the line
caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. That's how you finish a play. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last? It's going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
But the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a man. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They call the draw play here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pass complete on a crosser. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either.
The ball is loose in the backfield. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
What a job by this defense. Back inside their own 5-yard line. Never say die attitude. They end up getting a turnover. Not only do they not give up points, but they get the ball back to their offense.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Throwing for his running back. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll hand it off. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Second down after that previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab!
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Pass rush closing in. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Receiver in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Back to throw again. With the catch, it's Proctor. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
A completion makes it second down. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab down the middle. It's Proctor. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Lets it go quickly. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. What a chance for an interception there. Instead brings up second down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm that. It looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the... We can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Now the point after try to tie the game heading to halftime. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught by the receiver. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And it's broken up. Great defensive play to vent the deep ball.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Looking to pass here on second down. Misses the receiver. Incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's strong. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Rebels will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Irish. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. 4th down, he's throwing for it. On the move now. He shreds the tackle. The senior calls his own number and picks up the 1st down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense is still clicking.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Notre Dame, 42, Ole Miss, 21.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, You're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters. Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Caught over the middle. It's Proctor. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot that's very tough to get your hands on.
Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
Hey, Chris, the threat of these receivers to the outside really did a nice job of opening up the interior. And the quarterback reads that, sees that he's got the post wide open to the tight end, makes a great throw for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They start the drive with a good throw to the right. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for some space. It's Brown. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The shotgun running play call. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Offense operating from the pistol. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the catch, but did not get a foot down there, signaling incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
A running play called on fourth down. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense cannot be stopped. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Ole Miss, 28.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Rebels offense is back out on the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's strong. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
There's a 1st and 10 play. On the run, it's strong. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense.
Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery and turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
What a gain here. Almost picked up a first down on a first down play. Good job here late in the game playing hard, dominating football by the offense.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Good enough for first down yardage. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kirk, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume, and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year. Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
He finds some space. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll run it here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now here's the toss play. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, this is a stunner. It's a football team that walked in here with that #1 attached to their name, and they got humbled today. Just blast.
I love that you said walked into this game because that's how they played throughout the entire football game, and they got embarrassed. This was a statement today by this winning team and really a declaration to the entire college football world.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.